And welcome back to Masmorra, Dungeons of Arcadia. We're going to pick up where we left off. It's the fourth move of the game. We've already had one move for each of our three heroes, and already I found another error. As I said, there's so many things that you can forget about, the little mechanics. Well, this mechanic was, for the Spiderling, once we defeated him from blue to red, Antsy Bitsy has a special power. That special power is that it gets to spawn a Spiderling at the start of combat. So that's not good. So basically at the start of the combat for this turn, Antsy Bitsy was here. We would bring in a little Spiderling which has 4 attack to kill and 2 payback and gets 3 XP. So we're going to place him in that room along with Antsy Bitsy. Great Bark slayed Antsy Bitsy. So we got rid of that die. And remember that he only had a magic die left at the end of that turn, which would do nothing against that little Spiderling. So he paid it to get his gold. And we're going to go ahead and drop him down 2 health, because that's the kind of payback that the Spiderling has. So 2 health is lost. That gets us back up to where we need to be. It's now Jay's turn. It's the 4th turn of the game. Spiderling is still in this room with Jay. We are going to draw our evil card at the start of his turn, and it says the active hero must choose take 2 wounds or lose their natural ability till the end of this turn. The natural ability is what's on their card. His natural ability is he can play any die to gain a shield and a gold. We're going to do away with that. We want to keep him at full health. So we're just going to do away with his natural ability. So we're in this room. We've got to get rid of Antsy Bitsy, and we need to explore. We've got to go through these rooms because we need to get to the boss room and defeat the boss by move 21. Here we go. What do we got? Oh, not too good of rolls. Again, we've got that one ability where he can trade this in for an attack. Actually, hang on. 4. Remember my upgrade. I can play this. Let's go ahead and keep those and re-roll these. And I'll show you why in a second. Okay, I got 2 more shields, a bow, and magic. Okay, here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to get rid of the Spiderling first. I'm going to play the sword up here on his special ability, which gives him 2 ranged attack. And we're going to go ahead and play his treasure card that he got earlier in the game, which is 2 more ranged attack. So that equals 4 ranged attack. So we kill the spider from across the room so he doesn't pay us back for his 2. Jay just slayed him and gets 3 XP for his troubles. He is the green marker. So 3. 1, 2, 3. He gets to level up. We'll do that at the end of his turn. We need to start knocking out some rooms, though. All right, let's do that. And by slaying, I'm sorry, I forgot. I get a treasure card. Give the active hero magic or sparkle. Play 2 magic during my turn. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and explore. We'll use these footsteps right here to go into a medium room, and again we get XP for doing that. And our new medium room is, oh, it's like a teleportation room. 2 bad guys are going to spawn, and it has a treasure chest. Let's go ahead and put it right here. We bring in 2 of the blue die, and it looks like we've got a ghoul and a skeleton. So we're going to go ahead and place those in there. I'll talk about those in a second. Place a piece of gold at the treasure chest and move him in. Now the unfortunate thing is I've got 2 bad guys in this room. I've got a teleporter, but you can't leave a room with any bad guys. So Jay is kind of stuck. Let's go ahead and take a look at what these bad guys do, though. We've already seen the ghoul once in this game. The ghoul steals a footprint die or the symbol if available. Guess what? Jay's already used his footprint symbol and he has no feet, so they're not stealing anything. Meanwhile, the skeleton is immune to the bow and arrows, but the potions can be used as ranged attacks against him. So we take 2 potions. I got none. Okay, it looks like we are not in good shape here with this room. So what's Jay going to do? I think all Jay can do, this is not going to do any damage to anybody. If I had another sword, I could play that up here for 2 attack and kill the skeleton, but it ain't going to happen. So here's what I got to do. Oh, I hate doing this. Okay, 3 shields. We will play right here. That will defend against this attack, and I've got nothing to defend against the skeleton, so he's going to hit me twice. So 1, 2. These 2 die are wasted. So I get, not totally wasted, but I get 2 gold for it. So I got 5 gold, which I can trade in for a treasure card, or I can wait. I'm going to wait, just in case these guys need some gold for their attacks or something. Last thing I get to do is I could move these guys if I want, but they don't move out of a room with a hero. So Jay's stuck, and we do have that XP. We get to level him up. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, of the 2, I'm going to level him up here where I can spend a shield die and get 2 swords of shield and some gold. End of his turn. Oh wait, something I had to do when I brought in that new tile was flip this over, and it is, okay, it's a spawning room, so we're okay. The reason why you do that is there are booby traps that are set up, and if I flipped over a booby trap, I have to play that right away, and it automatically damages anybody in any adjacent room. So the good thing is that's not a booby trap. So that's the end of Jay's turn. Bring back the die here and here, move the torch on down. It's now Micah's turn. She can come down and kill these guys, but the bad thing is she's leaving a spawning room, so now a monster will spawn when she leaves. Before we go on, Nefarious Endurance. Any player must pay 4 gold, or all monsters have 1+ defense till the end of this turn. Perfect, because I've got to get rid of these guys, and if they are more powerful, I can't get rid of them. So I am gonna, well, let's wait and see what the let's see what the dice say. Man, these magics are not going to be helpful. All right, look at her. She's got 2 swords. Well, this right here will be 2. That's 3 attack and a shield. Oh, boy. The bow and arrows. No. All right, oops, that was a sword. A healer and one of those. Okay, well, let's go ahead and use that token to move her in. She's got to try and get rid of these guys, her hardest. And we're going to go ahead and, doing the evil card, I got to pay 4 gold so that they don't have 1+ defense. So they're normal power. Again, the ghoul steals movement, so that die is gone now. So Micah, why couldn't you have rolled a crossbow? Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and, we got to play these 2. And that unlocks an extra sword. So that's 2 attack and 1 shield. Oh, man. 2 attack and 1 shield. So that guy's dead. But he gets us back for 1 hit. So she's down to 3. Let's keep that to the side for a second. And unfortunately, that's as far as she can go. And she doesn't have any help. Choose a room. All monsters in that room inflict -1 wounds on their payback. That could be good. Yeah, I think... oh boy, I think we're going to have to do the battle cry from Greybark. So -1 wounds, so actually that would have taken back that wound. 2 hits. The ghoul... Oh, wait a minute. The potion. Isn't the potion able to do something to the skeleton? Oh, let's rewind that. Hang on just a second. All right, so I've got these cards, or these dice. Okay, I was going to play this and this. So 1 and 2, which inflicts this, which is 2 damage and a shield. But do I need that? 2 damage and a shield, 3 damage and 1 shield. This guy's dead, but he's going to take 2 hits, 1, 2, oh boy. And then I can play a sword and the potion. The potion acts as a long-range attack. Oh boy, and a shield, so that's 2, but he inflicts 2 damage. That would kill me, but I'm going to have to play that card where each monster inflicts 1 negative wound. So I won't get all the way down. I'm down to 2. Kind of complicated to see what I did there, but I'll try and explain it. I played these 2 die, and that gave me 2 swords and a shield. Along with this sword, gives me 3 swords and a shield to destroy this guy, but he still inflicts 2 damage. But with this card, he only inflicted 1 damage. So I dropped her from 4 health to 3. And then with the skeleton, I had 1 hit. And his special ability is I can attack him for this. So that's 2 hits. So 2 hits, he's dead, but he inflicts 2 damage. But again, with this card, it's only 1 damage. So she's down to 2 health, which is not good. But she has taken care of these 2 ghouls, which will give her a bunch of XP. So she is red. She gets 5 XP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she gets to level up. Should have moved that. She gets 2 treasure cards for beating 2 bad guys. Okay, she can use those at a later time. This card goes out of play. And we get to level her up one more time. So she can either spend coins. Nope, she's going to do more bow and arrow work, I think, right there. Okay, well that's good. But now here's the problem. We've got a spawning room we've got to fill in. I'm going to put that guy there. We just brought in a goblin. A goblin, a quick stab, performs a quick hit even if he's killed by ranged attack. So no matter what, you're going to take a hit on this guy if you enter that room. Alright, so that's the spawning room. And I can't remember if he automatically moves or not at the end of that turn. Let's see here. Move all monsters and respawn. No, you move the monsters first, then you respawn. So there's no monsters to move. We respawn. End of the turn. Micah's not in good health. Greybark's turn. We've got to get through this deck. Okay, Greybark, what are we going to do here, babe? Let's go ahead and pull a card out and find out what is going to happen now. Any player must pay 1 gold for each wound the active hero heals this turn. So if Greybark heals, we've got to pay gold for each one. Well, I could only heal twice because we only got 2 gold out there. Alright, Greybark, let's see what we're doing. Boy, a lot of magic. I don't like the magic. The footsteps are good to get through some rooms, but I don't need all that much. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, his footsteps are good because remember, that's his special power. He can manipulate them into something else. So he's got that, and that. All right, here's what we're going to do. He's going to use his footsteps to go into a new spawning room. We will put that down here. So we got to put a monster in it. It's a spiderling. The spiderling automatically casts a web, so I cannot move out of that room except for paying an extra 2 movements to get out of there. So that's not fun. We flip over this card, and it is a treasure room. Good, okay, so we're good there. By the way, this is movement 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on movement 6 now. Okay, so Greybark has to at least fight this guy first. Spiderling is 4. Man, that's a lot of attack. And unfortunately, I don't have any swords. Well, I could give the active hero 2 swords from here. Oops. If I gave 2 swords, I can use them for up here for the feral attack, which is 1, 2 attack and a shield. And down here, which is 4 attack and 2 shield. So I have slayed this thanks to this card giving me 2 extra swords. So 1 sword was spent up here for my feral attack, which gives me 2 swords and a shield. And then the other sword was used with this to give me that attack. So I got 4 attack and 2 shields to get rid of the spiderling. Yay! He gone. 3 XP for Greybark. 1, 2, 3. He will level up at the end of this turn. But now we've got some more stuff we've got to take care of here. Let's do some movement. It takes 2 movement to get out of the room with the spiderling. Let me just make sure that's right. Web hero. Heroes cannot leave a room with any spiders except for teleportation. Yeah, we got that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to move into this treasure room. Put the treasure room over here. Flip over the next one, and it is another treasure room. That's cool. So we moved into this room. I had magic before. I could have paid to get that treasure. Oh well. Let's go ahead and use another footstep to keep exploring. I'm going to move up this one. Come on, Greybark. Keep on going, babe. That's great. Oh, you know what though? It's got these little symbols here. Looks like this treasure room's gonna spawn a bad guy. Not so fast. Darn it. I skipped that. Oh wait, keep him so I remember. Oh, here I got the XP. Okay, it's this thing. What is that thing? That thing is an orc. No special abilities for the orc. 2 hits, he's dead. Payback is 3. Okay, 2 hits and he's dead. Well, that's good because remember his special ability? I can use the footsteps right here to gain a sword, and I can use this and this right here. So that's 2 hits and a shield. So I've killed him, but he got me for 2 attacks. So now Greybark's down to 2 health. He's dead. He would give me 2 XP, but remember, once you pass this threshold, you take away 1 XP, so he only gets 1 more XP. And that's alright. That's all I can do. So I'm done right there, unfortunately. I get to level up, and remember, I get to level up with the Wolf Companion, which gives him the extra white die on his next turn. So that's great. Go ahead and take these dice away. And this thing gets to move here. And it's a spawning room, so I get to roll another one. There, and that's an empty spawning room. I get to put another monster there. Oh man, I think we're not going so well, are we? We're on to movement number 7. Our heroes are not looking too good. We will continue this on the next video of Masmorra Dungeons of Arcadia.